Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Assassin's Creed 2 here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, and things are about to get very real. We are about to learn about yet another collectible within the game, and this is my favorite collectible. So, very excited about this. So let us chat with Uncle Mario yet again.
Ezio, my boy, I think it's time I showed you something.
Alright. Yay, secret passages! Love it! If I remember correctly, he walks very quickly in this moment. Ah, yes he does. Very random thing for me to remember, but yeah, he books it down these stairs. But what are you showing us, Mario? Well, well, well. This looks interesting.
This is the sanctuary. It was built by my great-grandfather to honor the memory of the Assassin Order and protect its secrets. Look around. These are the assassins who guarded the freedom of humanity when it was most threatened. And this is the armor of Altaïr. Little is known about Altair's life, but his armor is light and very strong. I'd give it to you, but I don't know how to retrieve it. My great-grandfather told me it would remain locked away until all its protectors were made whole. I heard rumors of crypts located throughout Italia, hidden tombs filled with treasure, where these six were moved centuries ago. Maybe they have something to do with it.
Alright.
In my younger days, I sought the six myself, with no success. Perhaps you will have better luck.
I dig it. I dig it. So,
in order to achieve perfect synchronization with Ezio, you have to get that armor.
alright. Makes sense. Let's see here, though. You can see who these people are. So, Quilon Gall. Darius. You can see they all have the assassin icon on them somewhere. Wei Yu. Amunet. Iltani. And then Leonius. And no clear identifiers for them distinctly. I would say she's obviously supposed to be Egyptian. Everyone else is kind of just nebulously a previous civilization. I personally cannot identify them. And until Assassin's Creed Origins, we didn't have any earlier examples of assassins prior to Ezio other than Altaïr. So Origins and Odyssey and now Valhalla have been the games that have introduced older assassins. Older historically, at any rate. But now we know that we have to search for those tombs, and we will find the treasures that will open up those bits, those locks that will reveal Altair's armor. But for now, it's time for us to go back to Florence. We have some codex pages that we know that we need Leonardo to decode for us. And then we also need to get going on getting rid of the Vieri de Pazzi, considering he is definitely going to try to stir up some trouble. Come on. There we go. So back to Florence. And I will say, it feels more natural to have the movement between locations as how this game sets it up, rather than the movement through Kingdom, which was arbitrarily much shorter. Or I shouldn't say arbitrarily. It was much shorter than the actual distance between every location within that first game. There are hundreds of miles between those locations. So, yes, making it be a long distance, but also traversable within the game makes sense. But, man, one of the reasons that trying to get all the King Richard flags within Kingdom becomes a pointless activity, in my opinion, is that there's just too much space to cover, because you don't want to spend so much time traversing between locations. So having an element of fast travel kind of built into the movement between cities in this game, much better. But if you did notice there, some time has passed. We are no longer in the year that Ezio's family was killed. So, time has passed. Presumably, there's been some more developments in whatever the Templars are planning. But we are going to start off. I apologize, I'm just getting my recording back up to live, just so I'm able to keep track of things better. But we are going to talk to Leonardo right away and get the codex pages that we have currently decoded.
Ezio, you are still alive.
Look at this place. The past 2 years have been kind to you.
But you are not the same at all, are you?
Nope, not at all.
I was hoping you might be able to help me with something.
Anything for you, my friend.
Ah,
Haha! You found another one. How exciting!
I love Leonardo.
This one is tricky to break. Clever.
He's like a
makes use of
kid in a
ancient
candy
languages.
store.
Maybe if I just... Oh! It seems to be a manual of sorts for different assassination techniques.
Yes.
May I see it?
Wait, what's that? It's not so much a design this time, just a series of sketches. What to make of all this? Of course, and why not? What an inspired idea.
Can you make it for me while I try what's in that manual fragment?
Take it. I'll have my assistant set up some dummies for you to practice with. Hey, Vincenzo!
Sweet. So now we are finally going to have some new assassination techniques. Practice several new assassination techniques while Leonardo tinkers with the codex pages. So, we are now going to be able to assassinate from hiding places. We are going to be able to assassinate from the air. And we are going to be able to assassinate while climbing. Oh my god. These are such crucial skills. That was one thing in the first game, especially not being able to air assassinate. That was the most annoying thing. But so easy, and you automatically hide the body. I love it. It's so simple. But let's do the air assassination then. So we target, and then right there. So simple. It shouldn't be that difficult. Like, that should be something that Altaïr could have been able to figure out logically, in my opinion. There we go. But now, so simple, so beautiful. I love it. Great. So now I can go back in to talk to Leonardo, and I don't remember if this gives me the second blade or what.
I've done it. Come quickly. Look. Take it. Try it.
Thank you, Leonardo.
Non c'è di che.
There's someone I need to see while I'm here. I cannot approach him publicly. would you know a way?
La Volpe.
A
Ooh.
fox. Capisco. But do you know where a fox might roam?
Perhaps near the Mercato, where the thieves dwell.
Okay.
Sta attento, amico.
Perfect. And yes, that does give me the double blade. So exciting. I love the double hidden blade. So, let's take a look. I'm just going to get up in the air again, because I like being up high. Second hidden blade. It's so good. It's what makes Ezio so iconic in a lot of ways. But, so we know we need to go in that direction. So let's see here. And we know we have a couple of codex pages up there as well. And this hiding place? Viewpoint. Why did I say hiding place? The viewpoint there. But I'm going to start off with this viewpoint before we start going after the Volpe. Excellent. Kill 2 enemies at once with double hidden blades. Oh, it's so nice when trying to get in someplace. It's like, Altaïr, why didn't you come up with this sooner? Even though the implication is essentially that Altaïr is the author of the codex pages, I believe. That's always been the implication I've gotten from it at any rate. It being the game. So, I see where we need to go. Down on the ground. Let me take another quick look. Yeah, opened up a whole bunch of viewpoints there. I think I'm gonna get one more. Just one more right now, just to open up the map a little bit more. The viewpoints are really close together in this game, so it doesn't open up the map nearly as much, and I definitely don't want to just be constantly doing viewpoints for an episode like I was doing in my Let's Play of the last game, but having the map opened up is so critical. So, oh shush. I'm not doing anything. Of course. Of course I can't do anything from there. Will you let me do that? Yes. And I can't do anything from there. Of course. Of course I managed to pick one that is an annoyance to deal with. That's just kind of Murphy's Law with me, though. There we go. Hopefully I can get all the way up now. Come on. Come on. And we're getting money in the chest. Nope, you're not going to let me go any further. Hopefully. Nope. Too practical. Too practical. Always an adventure figuring out how the game wants you to climb up buildings. I swear. Really? Sometimes it gives you ways to climb without there being anything, and I will never understand it. And because I did that secretly, no change in my notoriety, which is wonderful. But here we have the magical way that the game wants me to climb up here, because it's giving me that extra bit to grab. Alright, let's get over there, Ezio. I think that's an old viewpoint over there. But ultimately, what we're going to be dealing with here within Florence is going to be an assassination attempt on Lorenzo de' Medici. Ooh, another codex page. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think that's opened up enough of the map for me to be comfortable. Because we're close to a codex page, though... Oh! The guy I killed earlier. Well, I guess I'll loot him now. I'm cool with that. Was not expecting that at all. That was a funny find, in my opinion. And of course this codex page is on the other side of this building. And it's probably going to be harder for me to get than I thought it would be. Because that's the nature of the beast. But I'm just going to do this the money way, so that I don't have to deal with fighting a bunch of extra people. Oh, come on, leave me alone. Well, I guess they're all gonna attack me anyway. Oh, come on. So much for me trying to do it without killing people. I mean, this is nice. It's a relatively easy fight at the very least, because they're low enough level that they're not going to be too difficult. But still, kind of annoying. I really just wanted to get in there with ease. I think we will be finding some courtesans for the next one that we go after. Come on, guys. Wow. And you can see my notoriety slowly going up because I'm fighting and killing these guys. Oh, come on, guys. Just let me kill you. I'm so close with all of these counters. It's like, it's just deciding to be difficult. Come on. There we go. Alright. Now there, when it says you need to be anonymous to get in, it just means that you can't have people actively pursuing you. And because we have a herald nearby, I'm just going to go straight to the herald and just bribe him to take care of this. So for 500 gold, that reduces notoriety by 50%, which I think is what I remembered it being. But we're in a good spot now, so I'm gonna go actually talk to the fox. La Volpe. Ooh, the Mercado. Okay. I think that is one of the nobles that we could have killed to take care of our notoriety. I believe, if I remember correctly, the Mercado one is up here somewhere. Whoopsie, that's not what I wanted. But we know that there is a glyph here. So, definitely want to be keeping an eye. Where could it be? That's just telling me where I need to go over there. Of course, Eagle Vision just makes it more visible. Ah, there it is up there, I think. That looked like glyph stuff. There we are. Excellent. So...
It's getting easier and easier to hack into Abstergo's mainframe. It's like I know what data I'm looking for. I've already lived it.
That's concerning. That's really concerning. It really... and I know I said this earlier, but it really tells you how much they really, like, made him crazy. It opens its mouth to deliver a kiss of death. There we are, leading the young to their end. So, I think it's trying to tell us to look for the leader. The flames from its throat poke out their eyes. Huh. A throat. Ah. Well. Okay. The monster did not come from man. Monster? What is the most monstrous? There we are. Have another piece of Eden. So we have our passcode and another bit of the truth unlocked. So we're up to 4. And again, this is another one of those cases where it really just shows how natural the process of collecting this is. You just feel like you should be collecting it. It doesn't feel like you're doing anything silly or excessive, really. Sorry, buddy. And yeah, I'm gonna loot you. Maybe it'll give me some more throwing knives. Nope, just Florence. I have no idea where that guy came from. But here we are. So, fox hunt. Locate La Volpe, the fox, somewhere near the Mercato Vecchio. Okay. And we're back. Alright. So, use Eagle Vision is essentially what it's trying to tell us to do. And there it gives us that specific direction. Let's see here. I'm gonna get up high again, because this feels like something that would be better suited to height. And there's our buddy again, who we killed. And the other thing I really like about Eagle Vision in this, rather than the first game, is you can move while using it. It becomes a very practical tool. Of course, you have to be careful. Ah, there we are. Let us talk to him. This is one of the thieves. Oh.
What? My pouch. My money.
Your money. I don't have your money.
Oh boy.
Get back here.
Make me.
Sorry.
You're making a big mistake, my friend.
There we go.
I really have no interest in hurting you. So give me back my money and we'll call it even.
Not so fast.
Ah.
What do you want? Who are you?
Here is La
They call me
Volpe.
many things. Murderer, tagliagole, thief. But you may call me La Volpe. At your service, Mr. Ezio.
How do you know my name?
It is my business to know everything in this city. Isn't that why you're here?
Indeed. I need to find someone. To know where he'll be before even he does.
Who?
Francesco de Pazzi.
There's word on the street of a caravan just arrived from Roma. A secret meeting at sunset tonight. You can learn something of Francesco's whereabouts there.
Do you know where it is to be held?
Ma certo. Let me know when you are ready, and we'll go.
All right.
Ah, yes. Here is your money.
Very clever. Obviously, just a ploy to get Ezio to see him. But I am going to finish off this episode with 2 more viewpoints. I'm going to get this viewpoint and that viewpoint just to get them off the list, since they are close together. Then we will return back here to be ready for the start of next episode, so we can go with La Volpe to learn a bit more about Francesco de Pazzi. And I haven't said this specifically, but I really do appreciate the acknowledgement of the passage of time in this game. In one of that point that I was making about the distance between locations, those would have been extensive passages for Altaïr to be making. He wasn't going to be making those passages in a day or so. He was spending weeks at a time, and yeah, I think that the implication is that it's only taking over that the span of the game is over a few months probably, but still, the fact that it leaves you wondering how much time is passing has always kind of bugged me a bit. And oh, we have more time than I thought we did. I think I'll get a couple more viewpoints then. We can keep talking about this, but the fact that this acknowledges the passage of time so blatantly, and it really allows you to feel the passage of time as Ezio, like the fact that it blatantly acknowledges, oh, 2 years have passed at this point. That tells you that there's been a political shift potentially, and that might be palpable. It also kind of tells you that there might have been a certain amount of forgetting about Ezio and the Auditore family to a certain degree. Now, if you were to go to the house that Ezio grew up in, you would still find it overrun by guards, and it would be a restricted area, so you don't want to go there. But still, it's a very intriguing approach, because it really just tells you, okay, yeah, this is not just a quick you're gonna take care of a few assassination contracts in a short period of time. No, this is a multi-year development of Ezio as a character, and it shows. And ultimately, once we reach the point where he is officially inducted into the Assassins, because he's not officially an assassin at this point. That doesn't happen until much later in the game. But it makes the moment when that happens that much more satisfying, because you see the amount of growth he has made as a character. The whole point about the first game being a school story, one of the reasons I actually didn't end up approaching that topic in the class that I was in at the time was I realized this game is even more of a school story. And in the ways that it approaches tutorials and everything as well, it plays even more with the idea of games as kind of a school story model as well. So it ultimately just didn't make sense for me to be focusing on the first game like that, and I had already spent so much time thinking about it, I just didn't have time, really. Oh, it's now introducing thieves to us now that we've met with La Volpe. We now have thieves as possible encounters. That's what this guy is here. You can hear him. He's up top, running away with money. But I'm not gonna go after him. I don't need to. I mean, I'm gonna be going up top, so maybe if I'm able to tackle him easily. No, I haven't been drinking. I promise. I realize that this might look a little strange. All right. Oh, another thing. There we are. And no change in notoriety. Let's take a quick look with Eagle Vision just to make sure there's nothing really obvious. There we are. And I definitely have no memory specifically of where this thing is. Oh, I hear something. There we are. Alright. So we'll get this glyph taken care of and the viewpoint, and that's where we will end this episode.
Do you see what's going on? Not yet. But you will.
Yep. We're still very far from that. So the power they wielded cut down their enemies. So something that will cut, presumably. Otto von Bismarck, obviously a great leader, a very formidable leader, meaning, to clarify my meaning of great. Perseus in Greece has a sword. Attila the Hun looks like he might have a sword in his hand. There's definitely one on his hip. Samson, don't see any swords. Alexander the Great, that's a spear. Sigmund, out of Norse mythology. Again, don't see a sword. Charlemagne, I don't specifically see a sword. King Arthur, Britannia, definitely a sword. That's the sword in the stone. Joan of Arc in France, she has a sword. Aeneas, Troy. Again, don't see a sword. But let's get all the swords we definitely see. Yes, I see a sword there. So the last one. Look a little bit more carefully. I see a spear. I mean, there's at least a blade in that one. There we are. Alright. So we have Piece of Eden 25, the sword. Interesting. In their hands, the wise lean on a great force. So this, each of the pieces of Eden, other than the apple, you have the sword, and you also have a staff. So that's what this is. So King Louis the 14th, nope. Emperor Shunzi, this is the annoying thing. Without I took Chinese for a bit, so I know tones, and then I'm like, without tones, I really am not going to get the pronunciation correct. John the Baptist, that is definitely a staff. Achilles in Greece, I don't see a staff. Amenhotep, I don't see anything there. Alexander the Great, there's a staff. King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain, I don't see any staves. Shabbataka in Egypt, that looks like a stave in his hand. Peter in Jerusalem, that is also a staff. Moses, do you have your staff there? Yes, you do. Sweet. So, Piece of Eden 35, the staff. And that one will make another appearance in the game proper. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So we have another piece of the truth. And alright, let's get ourselves up top now to get this viewpoint. Oh, it's not over here. Oh, fiddlesticks. Well, I at least will get a feather out of this, because I see a feather. Now where specifically is the viewpoint? $1 million question. At least it's letting us do this bit of walking around. Oh, come on, really? Come on, let me climb. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna have to find a way to climb the side of it. And I apologize, this is making this episode go a little bit long. Really? Come on. Give me a way to climb it. It's probably going to be on this side. And I missed it all along. Unless what I have to do is just very precisely be right under it. That's probably what it's going to be. I probably have to be right under it. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Apologies, guys. But we will synchronize this, get a save on, and we will be back next time, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have new videos coming out, and follow the links in the description to the Facebook page and Discord server to join the conversation. But until next time, everybody, this is your Game Professor, signing off. I will see you then.